See, right? And we know it will only be truly free when D.C. becomes the 51st state and our two senators are seated at the Congress. I'll be testifying about that on Tuesday, and I know you'll be with me in spirit. But in the meantime, we still have a job to do to crush this virus, right, D.C.? So I want to thank you for spending this holiday with me. And I want to give a special thank you to our fellow Washingtonian, Dr. Tony Fauci. Let's hear it for Dr. Fauci. Well, I know you can do better than that. For all Dr. Fauci has done for us. Dr. Fauci, we know that your leadership, not just on COVID, but on so many infectious diseases, have kept thousands of Washingtonians alive. This week, we hit an important milestone. 70% of adults have gotten one vaccine. This is fantastic news, but Dr. Fauci just reminded me we can't stop there because that means 30% of people haven't gotten any vaccine, and some people still need to get their second shot. So that's what we're here to talk about. How do we continue to push to make sure more D.C. residents are vaccinated? And that includes children 12 years old and up. And so we have a job to do to get that done. We know the devastating impact that COVID has had on African Americans. We know that 80% of the people who are still getting COVID are African American. And we know that 90% of the people who have died from COVID in our city are African American. This should not be the case. Because of these safe and effective vaccines, we don't think anybody has to die from COVID in Washington, D.C. And that is what we're going to be knocking on doors to tell everybody. We today are also launching a very important incentive. So if you're a D.C. resident, 18 years old or older, you can come to 3 sites in Washington, D.C. and get your first shot and get $51. The extra $51 gift card never hurt anybody, right? I can always use extra $51. And then you're going to spread the word to your friends and relatives and anybody you know in D.C. who hasn't been vaccinated. Tell them to come to Anacostia High School, the Rise Demonstration Center at St. E's, or Ron Brown High School in Ward 7. 3 sites, get your first shot, get $51. All right? That's easy. Can you remember that? 3 sites, $51, get your first shot. And, of course, you're a D.C. resident and you're 18 years old. Okay? Those are what we have to do. And then you get entered to win what? A brand new car. And I got to tell you, your odds of winning are pretty good. Don't tell the D.C. lottery, but the odds are better than that. Your odds of winning are pretty good. And if, somebody just told me, well, I take the Metro, guess what? We're going to give away free Metro cards as well. So you got to enter to win. We're also going to provide a year's worth of groceries. But you got to enter to win. You know how you enter to win? You get your first shot. Where? 3 sites. Who? D.C. residents 18 years or older. And today we also have a fun giveaway from American Airlines. If you get your first shot at Anacostia High School, you'll be entered to win 2 free tickets anywhere you want to go. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. And again, your chances of winning are very, very good. D.C. residents, 18 years of older, 1 shot today to win tickets anywhere American goes, I think. But American will tell you all about that. So with that, let's hear from Dr. Tony Fauci about why we got to crush this virus.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. It's really a great pleasure to be here in this ward. I've been a resident of the district for 50 years, so I love this city, and I care about the entire country and the entire world when it comes to preventing this potentially deadly disease. But I specifically and particularly care about the District of Columbia. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here. You heard the mayor say it very, very accurately. This is a serious situation that is entirely preventable, and I think some people don't fully appreciate that. The vaccines that we have available, uniquely, we don't usually get vaccines that are more than 90% effective. And the vaccines that we're now have available to us can prevent any kind of clinical disease and almost completely prevent severe disease leading to hospitalization and death. And that is particularly important for the African American population because, sadly, what the mayor told you is very true. If you look at the relative proportion of people who wind up getting severe disease, there's no doubt that African Americans disproportionately suffer from the severe disease leading to hospitalization and, in many cases, deaths. We've done a very good job here in the district thus far. But you bet, you said it. We've done a really good job. The president has said, and I'm sure you've heard it, that we want to get 70% of the adult population getting at least one dose by July 4th. But we're not going to stop there. We want to go right past July 4th into the summer and get as many people vaccinated as you possibly can. We can crush this outbreak. We don't want to just tap it down a little bit. We want to crush it so you all can go back to the things you like without wearing a mask, going to school, going back to your jobs, doing the things you like to do, enjoying social life. The easiest way to do that is to get vaccinated. And we're depending upon all of you because you're trusted messengers. I'd like to believe people listen to me, but some don't. But when you have people who are part of the community, the community core, the trusted messengers, those are the ones they listen to. So that's the reason why we need you to get out there and tell your colleagues, tell your friends, tell your loved ones why it's so important. 2 reasons. Actually 3 reasons. 1, for your own health. 2, for the health of your family. But there's a 3rd reason that people seem to forget, and that is it's part of your responsibility to your community. Why do I say that? Because if you're a young person and you are not vaccinated and you get infected, even though you may not get any symptoms, and a lot of young people say that. If you look statistically, if you get infected, the chances of a young person getting seriously ill is much, much less than an elderly person or a person with an underlying condition. But what happens when you get infected, even if you don't get any symptoms, there's the possibility that you will inadvertently and innocently pass it on to someone else who might have a severe outcome. I don't think anybody wants to deliberately hurt another person. But by getting vaccinated, you can stop the chain of transmission of the virus. And that's exactly what we want you to do. We want to be dead ends for the virus. When the virus comes to us, sorry, stop sign, you're not getting infected. And that's what vaccines do. So once again, thank you so much for all you do. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.
All right, next we're going to hear from Priya Iyer, Senior VP and General Counsel from American Airlines.
Thank you so much for having us here today. We're thrilled to be part of this effort to get everyone in D.C. vaccinated. At American Airlines, we're a proud member of the business community here. We employ over 3,500 people here, and we're proud of the role we play in getting people to this great city and driving the economy here. And as part of the travel industry, we are just incredibly grateful and thankful for these vaccines, which are allowing all of our employees to get back to work, all of us to get back to all the activities we've missed over the past year and a half, seeing our friends and family, and traveling for fun and for work. So we were thrilled to be able to partner with the mayor's office on this giveaway. As the mayor explained, it's 2 round-trip tickets anywhere we fly, first class if you're flying within the United States. So we're really excited about that. We look forward to welcoming the winners on one of our flights soon. And again, we're just really grateful to be able to partner with the mayor, and just thank you to all of you for all the incredible work you're doing. So thank you.
Okay, so we have where are our volunteers? Let's give a big round of applause to all of our volunteers who came out. We have Dr. Fauci. We're launching this week our canvassers who are hired by local organizations to talk to their neighbors about getting vaccinated. And we just gave them some really nice tools. Incentives, chances to win for the next 4 weeks, a car, and that's fantastic. Where are our door-to-door community corps? Give them a big round of applause. So with that, we want to thank Dr. Fauci, thank American Airlines, and thank you. Who's our kickoff leader for the canvas? Who's going to do that? Tomas? Is just everybody, raise your hand, Tomas. Follow Tomas's lead, and we're going to start knocking on doors. Thank you, everybody.